Come on, so fuck you, bitch.
I think I found another one, but I'm not sure. I think we found another friend zone instant karma video. We don't know if coffee will be served, but it looks like it might be.
Are you wasting his time? You're not wasting his time. So he has a chance. Who's single here? Come kiss him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come here. Come here. Stand up. Stand up, bro. You're about to lose your man. Stand up. Give her a kiss real quick.
Oh, drink the coffee. I know she didn't like that shit.
Stupid ass. Another one. What the Another one. Give her another one, baby.
Yes. And let's just be honest here. Who looks better? Be honest. If you think the friend actually looks better, the chick the friend's on him, be honest. But I actually think the woman that just walked up, she looks better.
Hey, go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go. Follow her. Follow her. Who you with?
Hilarious. Do we have another one or not? You guys know what I'm talking about. We've done a few of these. I've got one more. I don't know if this would necessarily fit the collection or not, but you know, this isn't the same guy, by the way. This isn't the same comedian that did the last one. I think there's a couple of them that do this. Check this one out.
Where's your man at? Hey, give me a kiss before he comes back.
He asked her, "Where's your man at?" And she said, "He's in the bathroom." And of course, she said, "Give me a kiss."
Kiss on the cheek before he comes back. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up before he comes back. Hurry up.
No.
Trust no. Trust no. Matt in the restroom trying to take a piss. She's trying to kiss me on the cheek.
Wow.
And he's gonna come back like, "Hey, what happened?"
Man, the painful part about all this is real life, right? No, you know exactly what you need to know about a certain dynamic within a relationship. Like this video, when he asked her, "Are you guys together?" She said, "My friend." Like she wanted it to be known. Probably thought maybe he was trying to shoot a shot. Like, "Oh, look, the guy on the stage is talking to me." No, he's just my friend. Meanwhile, he's over there hoping and praying. By the way, you should never do this. That leaning into the friend zone will somehow get him a date. Then eventually, maybe he wants to live happily ever after and get the cheeks. Right? But she says here.
That's your friend? Come on, so fuck you.
And then he keeps it real. Says, "Yo, he wants more. Trust me. No guy just wants to hang out with you. For fun, there's always something more. And sometimes it comes from the woman's side, right? Let's read a few of these comments. Top comment here says, 100% he got a text. I was going to give you a chance until you disrespected me. LMAO. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Big facts, right? But you know, I'm going to say this. Because the chick looked better than her, chances are she might give him a chance still. Don't ask me why women operate this way sometimes, but they do. They care. They do care, right? Here's another comment that says, I guarantee she didn't talk to him after that. I don't know. Here's somebody else that says, girl that kissed him looked better than a friend. Yo, looks like I wasn't the only one that thought that. Let's see if there are any comments on this other one. Actually, let me play this old one. This one, I think, overall is the best one so far, right? Short King gets revenge after being friend zoned.
Nah, congratulations. So how'd y'all meet? Online? She's your friend. Damn, Jacob.
Friend zone.
You smooth it. VIP to front row. You're like, yo, dog, Martin, help me, please.
So this guy hooks people up. Like, he'll help people get with their dates. He's probably going to help him out with her real quick.
About me, Jacob. You own a real estate property together. What kind of weird friendship? This new generation is different, bro. In my 20s, I was fingering investing in properties. Do you think Jacob's cute or not? Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah? Okay. And are you single too? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Now, Jacob, can I ask you a question, big dog? Have you ever shot your shot at? Not yet? Dog, Should we bring Jacob on stage?
Bring him up. This one was wild.
Dog, you own a business. Y'all own property together. Come on, bro. Yo, keep it going for Jacob one time, bro. Come on. Oh, homie, God damn, homie was waiting for this moment. All right. So we're gonna make this awkward as right now. All right. Tell her what you like about her, big dog.
No, everything, man. She's perfect all the way around. Every single aspect. Every single aspect. Personality, everything.
Bro, you're perfect, Sarah. You're perfect for Jacob. He's willing to do anything. You wouldn't want to give it a shot one day? It doesn't have to be in this moment. Would you give him a shot?
He's backing off. He's like, it doesn't have to be right now.
Maybe, but 6 feet. 6 feet tall.
That's the one. That's the one that I was trying to figure out. Like, why did I title it?
6 feet. Interested in my homie Jacob right now. Make some noise. Yo, keep it going for these beautiful ladies on the stage, man.
Let's go.
Wow.
We're like watching a Coffee Pod rerun.
Look what you did, Jacob. Look what that VIP did, bro. Look at that. What's your name?
Melody.
Melody. And where you from and what do you do?
I am from Guatemala, and I work with data analytics. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a second lieutenant in the Army.
Yo.
Second lieutenant in the Army. Oh, dog, she's gonna you, dog. A tan hut, big dog. Hell yeah, bro. And what about you, sweetheart? What do you do for a living?
Supervisor for an urgent care.
Ooh.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stay away from those nurses. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at that, Jacob. Look what I got you. I got you some really amazing options here in San Antonio. You are willing to give up. Do you have any questions for them?
First thing to look for in a man.
Loyalty, for sure. And communication.
What do you guys think, huh? Are they a good match? San Antonio, what do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
You guys know what to do. Let's go. Beso, beso. Oh.
I did it again.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
go.
Keep it going, my buddy.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes. In your face. In your face. In your
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, going to give all praises and glories due to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kwakadash, double honest lover, much love and respect to the elders, apostles, bishops, of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you, Akim, all over around the world that's doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And Shalom to the few sisters listening in silence, to the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So, what you just saw there, you had a couple of few clips of these women, Here it is, the man is the price, not your women, and pretty much, these men was trying to oppress these women by taking them out, hoping, in hopes that this woman, or whatever the woman that they're with, would give them a chance, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to get some, they're just trying to get some punani, but these women, they'll go for the ride, you know what I'm saying? But then again, they have other dudes on the side too, But you see, these men is fully invested in this woman, really digging this woman. But at the end of the day, the woman is just there for the ride. She's only there because of what you have, she's not there for you, at the end of the day. So that's just the situation here, They're just there for the ride, they're just there, for the ride. They're just there, what you have, they'll leech on to what you have, and that's pretty much it. That's just pretty much it, They're not there to love you. They're not there, they're just using you. But you see, here it is, you had these comedians that hooked these men up, like in the first clip, you had a comedian that said, "Who's single here?" And that woman walked up. And instantly, that woman gave that man play, like what he was looking for, gave him the love and affection that he was looking for, that he didn't get from the chick that he took out. You see that? So, like the old saying goes, go where you're appreciated. And ultimately, that man went where he was appreciated and left her there hanging, left her hanging. You see? So ultimately, the man is the prize, not you women. All right, because that woman gave him play what he was looking for. He was looking for that love and affection, and he got it. All right. But I'm gonna start off with the book here. Let me start off quick. This is Proverbs 19:4. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. You see? So, a woman is only with you, going back to the last clip, she was only with that man because of what he had. She was just leeching off of what he had. She didn't want to give him no play. Said 6 feet. She was just with him for what he had. And if he didn't have the property, the real estate or whatever that he didn't have, she won't be with that man. She won't be with him. And that's just facts. So, he was invested in that woman, put all of his eggs. This is why you can't put all your eggs in one basket, when you're dealing with these women out here. You should be dealing with at least, I'll say like 5, 5 at the most. I'll say like 5, because at the end of the day, there's more women on the planet than there are men, because ultimately they end up losing in the end, at the end of the day. Just like, when Jacob's trouble happened. When the trials and tribulation and hell starts breaking loose, there's no options for these women. There's no cops to call. There's no protection, which is going to go into Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. All right. Real quick. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, "And 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." You see, that's what's going to go down, in these last days, when all hell starts breaking loose, when there's no 911, there's no cops to call. These women are going to come to their senses. And really, it's going to be a man of the Lord, really, because we're going to ultimately have the spiritual power in that day, to maneuver, which the average man out here, they ain't going to have that kind of power, So this is talking about a man of the Lord in that day, because like it says, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. When there's no food, no resources, these women are going to come running. And then we're going to have the power to do the choosing, All right. But you see, right now, these women, everything's intact. The society's built, to benefit them. They have options, they could choose, this and that. They can, be with their man and then sleep with another man, cheat on their husband and all of that, So they had this society benefits them ultimately. But when the society goes down, when there's no cops to call, it's going to be the other way around. All right. Because ultimately the man is the prize, not your women. All right. And that's what we just saw right there. You see? But, the society made simps out of our men. They try to put all the eggs in one basket in hopes to get some punani when, some used up punani that she done gave the next man for free. Meanwhile, you got to spend all this money. You got to impress her. You got to take her out. You got to do this and do that, You know what I'm saying? In hopes to get some already used up punani that she done already gave the next man for free. Off of your dime, by the way. So, these women got exactly what they deserve. Once he saw that woman came up to him, gave him some love and affection, especially the last one, because that's what he was looking for. He was looking for love and affection, which he wasn't getting from that woman that he done spend all kind of money on. You see? And he got it. And he found that woman that was going to give him that love and affection that he was feeling, he found that woman and totally left that woman in the dust, so to say, because that's what they were doing. They were just wasting their time, You know, friend zone is a waste of time. All right. If a woman friend zone you, it's a waste of time. Let her go. You know what I'm saying? Leave tread marks on her doorsteps. All right. Because all she is nothing but a liability to you. All right. She's just nothing but a liability. That's it. And that's what them women were. You know, she's just a liability. All right. She's not there to help you. She's not an asset to you. All right. So just leave tread marks on our doorsteps. All right. Let's get 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is the Most High. You see, so the head of every woman is the man. All right, there's an order here. So there's no such thing as men and women being friends. Okay, because men and women aren't equal. All right, that's bullshit. You know, that's what this society pushes us. All right, but that's not reality. That's not nature. Okay, that's not natural. You know, for a woman, for a man to be friends with a woman, and there's no conspiracy there. There's no equality there. All right, a woman was set up to serve a man. Okay, this is why the word woman means servant. All right, just like going back to Genesis 3:16. All right, what did the Most High say to the woman? The Most High said to the woman, "Thy desire shall be towards thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." Okay, and that's going to be fulfilled in the kingdom. All right, you women, you're going to fulfill Genesis the 3rd chapter in the 16th verse in the kingdom. Okay, that's going to be fulfilled in the kingdom. All right, after this society will be destroyed. All right, everything is going to be put back in its natural order. All right, that's what our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to do. Okay, so you know, there's no such thing. All right, that whole friend zone shit is nothing but bullshit. All right, it's bullshit. All right, and this is why you men, you know, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. All right, you should have multiple women that you're dealing with, that you're talking to. All right, you know, because you know this is the kind of game. You know, you gotta be 2 steps ahead of the game already. All right, you can't let these women get one over you. All right, especially if you know have resources and this and that. All right, why are you putting all your eggs in one basket? It doesn't make sense. All right, you see, she just disrespected them. She dissed them. All right, talking about, oh, my friend. Nah, she's a leech. She's a liability. Get rid of her. You know? All right. I already been through that. You know, I'm pretty sure, and I myself, I've been through it. You know, I'm pretty sure brothers out there, y'all been through this kind of game, these games that these women play. You know, you got to be 2 steps ahead of the game already. All right. Because, you know, she needs you. You don't need her. All right. You're the prize. The man is the prize, not her. All right. And reproves that, you know, let's go to a situation that took place going back to Judges. All right. Because there was an incident where, you know, the whole tribe of Israel went to war with the tribe of Benjamin. You know, and what happened was Benjamin, the tribe of Benjamin, was almost wiped out. You know, only 600 men left. You know, yeah. What I was saying was the tribe of Benjamin, only 600 men left. You know, 600. And it was almost wiped out. So what happened was that the tribe of Israel, in verse 7, Judges chapter 21, verse 7, how we do for wives for them that remaineth, seeing we have sworn by the Lord that we will not give them our daughters to wife. Okay. So they already made a vow to the Most High that they weren't going to give the tribe of Benjamin's their daughters to wife. Okay. So this is what happened. Verse 8, and they said, what one is there of tribes of Israel that came not up to Ziphaz to the Lord? And behold, there came none to the camp from Jebuled to the assembly. For the people were numbered, and behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Jeb Eshigled there. And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men from of valiant test, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Jebel Gil with the edge of the sword, with the women and the children. And this is the thing that ye shall do: ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that have laid by man. 12, verse 12. And they found among the inhabitants of Jericho 400 young virgins that had known no man by laying with them, with any male. They brought them unto the camp of Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin that were in Ramon, and to call peacefully unto them. And Benjamin came again to the time, and they gave them wives which they had saved alive of the women of Jezebel. And yet so they sacrificed them not. And the people repented for Benjamin, because the Lord had made a breach in the tribe of Israel. And the elders of the congregation said, shall we do for wives for them that remaineth, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, they must be an inheritance for them that be escaped from Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit we may not give them the wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is one the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highways that goeth up from Bethel into Shiham, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyard, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come up to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyard, and catch ye every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And it shall be, when the fathers of the brethren come unto us complaining, that we will say unto them, be favorable unto them for our sake, because we're serve not each man his wife in the war, for did not give unto at the time that ye shall be guilty. And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives according to their number of them, and danced whom they caught. They went and returned unto the inheritance, and repaired the cities, and dwelt therein. And the children of Israel departed thence at the time, every man that to his tribe, and to his family, and they went out thence, every man to his inheritance. Okay, so what does that mean? Here it is. There was no talking, there was no negotiation. All right, there was no equality. you know. So when them women came out dancing and, doing their thing, the men, they just grabbed them up and took them and had their way with them. And even if they didn't like them, there was nothing they could do about it. There was no say, all right? So showing you that the man is the prize. The man is the head of the woman. Not this whole feminist mindset or this feminist way of life here, all right? Which is all bullshit, all right? All right? And the second clip you saw, here it is, the man was in the bathroom taking a piss. And here it is, this woman's already cheating on her man. All right, was gonna give another man a kiss while the man was taking a piss. This is why you can't trust these women out here. That's why the scripture says, of the woman cometh wickedness. All right, and even more, how much more in these times now when you got the wicked that is ruling. Okay. All right. So ultimately, things are going to be brought back into its natural order, and things are coming back in order, And really, the man is the prize at the end of the day, not you women. And ultimately, all hell's getting ready to break loose. And really, things are going to be set in order the way it should be. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to give all praises and glories due to Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, Bashim Rakwakadash. And once again, fair use. I'm not making no money off the content. This is just for educational purposes. Once again, I got to throw that out there. And I'm going to say shalom.